we are looking at a large minority, but a distinct minority. We don't have direct measures. If I back out of the responses in a variety of surveys of Trump voters, of Republicans, over the last few years, we're probably talking about anywhere from 20% of the voting population to about a third of the voting population that's in this cult-like insulated media ecosystem. And the remainder is made up of people who sometimes watch this and very much do watch CBS and NBC and ABC and CNN. And so actually that is, I'm glad to embrace the optimistic version. And in fact, in the book, the single most likely effective actor is traditional professional journalism, because one of the findings is, yes, it continues to have an enormous influence on other media producers, including online media producers, and it continues to have the most aggregate attention on Facebook and Twitter, even by those measures. So it's a good story for traditional media that there's a little bit more breathing room. We've written very specifically that the critical thing is to double down on fact checking, to back away from the idea of balance, because once you understand that you're in an asymmetric propaganda system, when you're trying to present both sides, just as 15 years ago we learned
thank you.
that we
I'm
learned
waiting to jump in
just
here,
as 15 years ago we learned that saying, oh, there's a scientific consensus and there are these other scientists, and what readers take is, oh, there's no
debate.
Consensus.
Right.
That's the lesson we need to learn today. When we study what the top 50 mainstream media organizations wrote about in the election, with Clinton it was email, foundation, email. With Trump it was immigration, jobs, university, immigration. So it's really critically important to insist on that, on fact checking, insist on mutual checking, making the work as publicly available as possible in terms of linking to sources, being very clear about the sources, being absolutely on the spot to turn around and acknowledge error where error exists. If there are practices like having a big board with how many tweets or how many Facebook shares your story has, those probably need to go.